Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Connor Greif of Saginaw Heritage Football. Connor, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So hard to believe, but it is about almost that time. I think at time of recording, there's like 13 days until the first game.
hmm
So, and of course, practices are there. Of course, you've been through all the helmet practices and all the shells, and now you just wrapped up your first practice in full pads. How was your first week of practices?
First week of practices were really good. Built a lot more continuity with the receivers with actually wearing pads today. That was like full pads today, and then shoulder pads the last 2 days. It was definitely nice to get thrown in them and starting to already feel comfortable in them, and got a long season of shoulder pads.
Yeah. Yeah, so of course this is a big year for you because it's your senior year and we'll talk about more later on, but I know that you're in a division that's pretty tough. I know a lot of conferences in this state are.
Mhm.
A solid season, another district title. But I know that, that I know this year is a big year because this is the last time you're gonna, play high school football. So, how was the summer for you, just knowing that I got one more shot at this thing?
Definitely a lot more man hours went into the off season. Got on the field a lot with the receivers, and our receiver room is relatively young. Our two outside receivers, one's a sophomore and one's a junior, and they've been amazing. And we've gotten a lot of work in together this off season.
Yeah. I know that since Coach Thielen has been there, I know that Saginaw Heritage has been kind of, put back on the map of, as one of the top football teams in Division Two, as well as the entire state. What has it been like to learn from him and to learn from the coaching staff and a lot of guys that want to see this program succeed?
Uh, Learning from Coach Thalen, he's not really like I don't know how to explain it. He's a guy that you can be a friend with as
Yeah.
my coach, and I really appreciate that. He's hard on me too once we actually get onto the field, but we're making jokes and whatever off the field or in the weight room.
Yeah, for sure. What is he just meant to have as, he can be hard on you, but he's always there to support you if you need it.
I definitely appreciate that of a coach. Um, that's probably my favorite thing about him is that can have that level of friendship, and also him being my coach.
Absolutely. So going into this season as a QB, like have you always been a QB?
No, actually, so I started playing football in like third grade, fourth grade maybe. I played receiver, running back for like those first couple years, and then I got to eighth grade. I hadn't played football in 2 years, and I played quarterback my eighth grade year. Is interesting for sure. Then I got to the freshman level and had a lot of fun. And Coach Thalen said he's seen a lot of potential in me, and that's pretty much when I started to put in a lot of extra time into it and make sure that I was ready for when my opportunity came.
Yeah. Um, so how long have you been the starter on varsity? Just
Just last year, just my junior year, and then this coming year.
okay. So as you now enter into your senior year, compared to 1 year ago, where do you think how much do you ever look back at that person and be like, wow, I can't believe how much I've grown since then?
Yeah, definitely a lot. Just watching film, like especially, I'm so much more comfortable back there now. And last year I had a bit of a turnover problem, so hopefully not have that this year. And just a lot more comfortable, a lot more. I feel like a lot more comfortable throwing to the receivers this year. I feel like I know what they're doing when they're on the field. I feel
Yeah.
like we're all on the same page.
Okay. What's the biggest thing that you've learned in this past year? Just This can be on the field, off the field, anything.
Um, it takes a lot more effort than you think it does. Just trying to be as ready as possible for the season.
Yeah. So I know that, there's only a couple more weeks away. I know that you'll have next week is a big week scrimmage at Northville.
Yeah.
And then of course, you got the big week ahead with Mount Pleasant. Uh,
Mhm.
just kind of go into where what the next couple weeks are going to really look like as you start the season. What do you feel like you have to do as a quarterback and as just as an individual player to really just help the team and the program win?
Uh, Definitely watch film. That's probably it's up there for sure. Watch a lot. And then just knowing everybody else's job on the field once it gets to Northville for sure, and then definitely Mount Pleasant. I feel like I'm already pretty confident that I do. Uh, but just making sure that people do that, the younger people that do need the help, that I'm there if they need me.
Yeah. So heading into this year, always do you ever get like as game time approaches, like, do you ever get excited, nervous, a little bit of both? How do you feel before games? Like, because I know it's a big thing going out there and playing in front of
Mhm.
the whole town.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a little nervous for sure, a little nervous, but once I get out there and I start actually warming up, I'd say that it's pretty chill and I'm just out there playing catch with my friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's I've never heard it that way, but yeah, I mean, uh, it's the God honest truth, but. Really in these first few games, you never know what could happen. Week one, week two, really by week three, teams know what they have.
Yeah.
Um, really, what do you feel like what you all need to do in these first few weeks to really, because you get thrown in with a really good Mount Pleasant team, and then of course Grand Blanc and Davison later on in the year.
Mhm.
You got some solid good teams that you're playing the first few weeks of the year.
Yeah, so Coach Salem talks about that a lot, how our first 5 weeks are kind of a gauntlet. Some of the best teams in the state right there. And we take that and we try our best to be as ready as possible for it. And I'd say that the biggest thing with those, especially those first like 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks, I'd say that the team that is the most connected has the most relationships inside of the team, and I'd say that those teams probably come out victorious in the first couple weeks.
Yeah. How do you mentally get ready for a game?
Mm, Honestly, try my best to just kill as many nerves as I possibly can and just chill out. Because I feel like if I go into a game too like jittery, just mistakes will happen. If I just am cool about it, then good things will happen.
Yeah, for sure. Um, all right. Well, Connor, I think we need to get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Right.
Okay, so what's your most memorable game?
Definitely the district game against Midland High, especially because we lost to them in the regular season and we learned a lot as a team and we got a lot better as a team once we got to the playoffs. And I think that's why we won that game.
Yeah. Okay, who's your favorite football player?
Ooh, right now or all time?
Right now.
Right now, I would definitely say I like watching Jameer Gibbs run the ball.
Okay. That makes perfect sense. Um, let's see. What's your all-time favorite meal? This could mean something you get out to eat or something
Mm.
you get made at home.
Um, okay, so we get chicken Alfredo from Sam's Club, heat it up in the oven. It's really good.
Okay. Good stuff. Um, let's see. What's your all-time favorite movie?
Mm, I would say really anything with Adam Sandler in it.
Okay.
But as a kid, I loved blended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, what is your favorite vacation spot?
Ooh. Uh, I'm gonna go with where I went this past summer. I went down to the Caribbean
Nice.
with my family, and that was a lot of fun. That was really cool.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Connor, thanks for the time as always, and best of luck to you and then the rest of the Hawks this season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.